It's time to start the show. Yeah, it's time to start the show. Off the top rope, 4-figure leg lock. Ric Flair with the chest chop. Haters wonder why I never tap out. A young king like DeMarcus. Undertaker with a coffin. Choke slam so often. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Man, the boy keep flossing. Man, the boy keep talking. I'm with David. Something to say. And I got something to say. And I got something to say. Let's start the show.
You know, I'm gonna say this humbly, and this is not being me being cocky or boasting or anything. The circle I have around me, I think, is a good group of people. They give good critiques and they give me feedback from time to time. So I hear a lot of people tell me they would like to hear about a lot of other sports like NBA and the UFC. Well, here's the chance, because this is a hot take and a hot topic that we have to be invested in. It is Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather, perhaps one of the biggest crossover fights ever. I think we could all agree with that, gentlemen.
Okay.
And a lot of people are complaining, but I think the majority of us all want to see this. I mean, it's not about the fact that one's a boxer and one's an MMA fighter. It's about the show. It's about the presentation, the spectacle as a whole. So, guys, tell me your thoughts on the fight and tell me what you expect, and let me know what you think about each respective fighter. Sammy, I'll start with you.
Well, when this fight happened in front of me and I finally seen it go official on SportsCenter, I just thought it's a money fight. We can all agree.
Yeah.
It's gonna make a lot of money.
Definitely.
It's gonna sell out. Everybody's gonna be invested in it. But you know, Floyd Mayweather, the guy's a pure genius, and he knows that Conor McGregor really can't lace up his shoes. We all know that's gonna happen. But at the end of the day, Floyd has I call it a sports entertainment mind. He's just like the WWE.
Explain that to the people, for those that don't know what sports entertainment means. Explain that.
He thinks about what can generate the money and what the people want to see. The people want to see, oh my God, can Conor do something? And that's exactly what he's going to let happen. I think he's going to let him tag him a little bit. He's going to let him play with him a little bit. But all in all, you know, Floyd's going to shut it down probably around the 11th or 12th round. Stanley, what do you got, man?
Well, foremost, this is a fight that I've been waiting for a while. I mean, I honestly did think it was going to happen, but at the same time, I wanted it to happen. And I'm glad that it's going down. And both fighters are great fighters in both their individual fighting area. But I want to give the edge to Floyd, because Floyd is already in his area of expertise, and to think that McGregor is going to be able to come in the ring and go toe-to-toe with him, it's slightly far-fetched, because, you know what I'm saying, that's his area. He's just going to dance with him a little bit, and then I believe that he's going to win the points. He's going to tap him over.
Yeah, I definitely think you hit the nail right on the head, Sammy. It's all about the money at the end of the day. And whether you like baseball, whether you like basketball, whether you like pro wrestling, UFC, whatever it is, they are in the business of putting behinds in the seats, and they want to get viewers, you know, they want to get eyes on their television sets and their events. So that's what it's all about. And this is exactly what this is going to do. It's going to make a ton of money, win, lose, or draw, you know. At the end of the day, also, it is Floyd's expertise. The man's undefeated for a reason. So we're not watching because we think Conor McGregor could outbox Floyd Mayweather. We're watching because you just never know. Fights are so situational, especially boxing fights. And I gotta say, I'm not saying Conor McGregor's gonna win, but I'm not gonna go crazy like the other people and say he has a 0% chance just because he's not a boxer, because if he somehow gets a fist off Floyd Mayweather, he's gonna feel it. it might knock him out, and that's when it's gonna get that much more interesting.
Well, while you say that, I have to agree with the people. I gotta agree with everybody. He has a 0%.
You can't disrespect a UFC fighter and say 0% chance. I get that he's not used to just fighting with fists, but come on, man. He's stronger than Floyd. He just might be stronger. He might have more punching power. And if he hits him, I could see him eating a Floyd hit, a hard Floyd hit, before I could see Floyd eating a hard McGregor hit. But that's easier said than done because Floyd is the best defensive fighter we've ever seen.
And then that's exactly the point you're leaving out. I have watched this guy fight with professional boxers who's been doing it for a long time, who are seasoned veterans, and barely land a single hit on this man. So there's no way this guy's gonna let this UFC guy come in and get a hit to the point where it'll tag him down or it'll put him in a tough situation. Floyd is very seductive like that.
Very, very cerebral.
He's sinister. So I don't understand. I think he has a 0% chance, but it will be money. It will be success.
Do you think Conor has a puncher's chance at least?
I think that he does have a chance. We can't say that he doesn't. You were right earlier by saying that he's coming from the UFC. Those guys are known for what they're doing, and they're getting a lot of popularity now. And then people know what they're capable of. And if Floyd happens to slip, which he probably will once or twice, but I believe it won't be major like you say. I believe that he should be ready, and he might be a little worried that if McGregor gets his hands on him, he has the power to put him down.
He can hurt a dude, dog. He hurts.
But we all know we all here know that how good that Floyd is with the dancing.
That's gonna be the main thing. You can't crack that defense.
Floyd's gonna hit him, and then he's gonna dance around him, and then he's just gonna waste time and win with the points.
I just really want to see the reaction if he gets a good punch or whatever it is. I just want to see the drama like that. That's what I can't wait to see. Well, like if he gets.
That's why this event's gonna create so much money and so much media exposure, because this is what people have been waiting for. I think we all know Floyd has the edge.
Yeah,
but we want to watch just in case what might happen if he hits him in the face. He might put him down.
Well, last question before we end this segment, not to cut you off, Sammy. I think this is the biggest question of all regarding this story and regarding this event, and I think it's a really good question to ask. We all agree. Let's put this out there, that Floyd has the edge, and we expect him to win. But if McGregor beats him, what does that say about boxing? The history of boxing, to me, you might as well expunge the sport from the history books. Because if a guy comes in your profession and then comes out of nowhere and beats you and convincingly at that a knockout, whatever it is, I gotta question boxes. I gotta ask, what do you think it does to boxing if Floyd the impossible happened?
Well, I gotta agree. I think that would just tarnish the sport, because not only is the guy not from the sport, but you have fought 49 top-notch boxers.
49-0.
49 top-notch boxers and not let them get a single hit and beat them down. So if this UFC guy somehow beats you or maybe even knocks you out, I think not only does it tarnish the legacy, it tarnishes Floyd's legacy too.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say this about that. I believe that you're both right in that you can't allow McGregor to cross over from UFC and beat you. I don't think it will happen, but it's possible. What I'm gonna say after that is that what they're both fighters. We gotta remember that these guys, they both are gonna be using their fists, and it's gonna be a fair thing. It's not like he's gonna be able to kick or nothing like that. He has to not kick. He has to learn. He has to know already that.
That's gonna be hard for
it's gonna be different. But you know what? At the end of the day, they're grown men, and you know what I'm saying. Throughout their lives, they were out there fighting once or twice when they were kids or up into the adults. So it's not really anything different for these guys. But we all know that it's Floyd's area of expertise. So It's gonna be a hell of a fight. I can't wait.
It definitely got our attention. If Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor has your attention, feel free to comment in the comment section. Don't forget to like our page on Facebook at Wrestling with Things and subscribe to us on YouTube at Wrestling with Things. Thank you.